Ninjas, how you guys are doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fear Focal, bring back for our entertainment, even though we are here by Boldly Owamie channel. And yeah, ninjas, oh my gosh, welcome back. I missed you guys so much. I'm at a point where now I just feel like, you know, when you've not been in the office for a long time and you come back, everything is upside down, you don't know what to do. Like, I feel like I've forgotten how to blog. You guys know I hardly take breaks this long. Now, for some of you guys that do not know, I had a master class which was a success, and I took 2 days off last week. I was busy preparing, and I guess I took 2 days off this week because, guys, I just really honestly needed to rest. I was more exhausted than I even thought, and you guys know weekends I do not work, so it's been 6 days that I actually posted, and I'm just like, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, but I am actually back. I will have a video tomorrow where you guys will just hear everything that happened with the masterclass, and obviously we're gonna be having another one, so I'm gonna tell you guys all about it, I'm sure, in the video that will come tomorrow. Now obviously, for some of you guys that do not know, we are here on Boldly Owamie because you know, there's a situation that happened, and this other lady that basically striked the video just because she didn't want the video to be up anymore. I think she was just having a problem with her you know, employers. So yeah, I'm still sorting that out. I did put my account, my channel, on private. If you want the full story, please just go and open this channel, you'll find that story. The biggest misconception that I actually saw with my channel being privated was that apparently I actually want to grow this channel. I want to grow Boldly Owamie, and so I had to put Owamie Entertainment on private. And I'm just like, one of the other craziest stuff is that this came, like, basically the person that started this rumor, which is false by the way, is somebody that has been stuck on 1,000 subscribers for 15 years here on YouTube. Like, Bakiti, stop talking about things that are above your tax bracket. You know nothing about growing a channel, so how would you know which move Owamie would do to grow her channel, because you can't even grow your own shboo-boo. Like, it makes no sense to me, honestly. Like, somebody make it make sense. Like, absolutely. Like, you know, if I wanted to grow this channel, the dumbest thing to do would put my money maker on private. Like, do you think I'm dumb? But again, I don't blame her because she knows nothing about growing a channel. And so maybe all this hate and the lies, maybe, you know, that she chose to channel towards me, she should actually be taking that and coming up with strategies and ideas on how to grow her channel, because you can't be stuck on 1,000 subscribers for 18 years. Like, clearly you're not doing something right, you know. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, this is just dumb anyway, but I had to just get that off the way. So yeah, ninjas, the story is what happened, which I did talk about, and I don't want to repeat it right now. And maybe next time when you see someone that can't even grow their own channel talking about how, oh, this is how this person is growing that channel, maybe you should ask, like, 1,000 subscribers, sissy, what do you know? You know, it's a valid question, you know. What do you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this chende. I honestly don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. I have so many topics and I don't know which ones to mix, I mean, to put together. And I know you guys don't like one giant long video, but there's gonna be stories that I'm gonna have to pack together, and others are gonna just be on their own. I feel like this one of Nozi is definitely deserves to be, like, you know, on its own, have its own spotlight. And I'm gonna be talking about Nozi Kamngana. Oh guys, Nozi Kamngana Mayaba, right? So I'm gonna just call her Nozi. She's very popular, you know, here on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Like, she is somebody that is living positively, HIV positive, like, you understand, yeah. So she does share her journey when it comes to that, and I absolutely just love the fact that, you know, she's being very open and she's talking about everything right now, especially around her pregnancy. So of course, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Nozi is actually pregnant right now, and I would like to say congratulations to her and her husband. And she was basically just sharing the journey, which I don't want to say too much. Let me just go ahead and be the one to actually read this. This actually went viral. This post of hers actually got 1.5 million views on Twitter, and so she posted this beautiful beautiful picture of hers. I'm sure I'm gonna put it here. And she said, HIV positive and falling pregnant. My story. 1, I found out about my positive HIV status August of 2013. I was 22. 2, 9 months after my diagnosis, I fell pregnant. Against the doctor's advice, we continue to have unprotected sex. I terminated the pregnancy. 3, my CD4 count and viral load were fine. I didn't have to start treatment immediately. I'm not gonna say 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna just read right. The HIV policies changed 2015 or /16. Despite CD4 count and viral load levels, everyone was encouraged to start treatment. I started treatment in 2017. No side effects to treatment. My husband, met him 2016, is HIV negative. We were what is referred as a discordant couple. For the first few years of our dating life, we used condoms whilst I was on ARVs. ARVs helped me to get to the U stage. This means undetectable equals untransmittable. ARVs help to minimize the amount of viral load inside the body to levels where you cannot infect another person. We stopped using condoms to try and have a baby. My husband started using PrEP, pre-exposure prophylaxis. This is used by people that are HIV negative and want to remain so. I fell pregnant late 2022. 3 months into the pregnancy, we found that the ARVs I had been using for 6 years were no longer effective. Doctors changed me to TLD, generic HIV combination, a new drug that has been proven to reduce viral load and increase CD4 count quicker. Within 4 weeks, my numbers went back to normal. I've only been taking my ARVs and the prescribed normal pregnancy vitamins. My son will be given a syrup called nevarophin for 6 weeks. This is used as part of newborn antiretroviral regimes to prevent perinatal transmission of HIV from mom to child. He'll be tested between birth to 14 days, 1 to 2 months of age, and 3 to 6 months of age. I can breastfeed with a suppressed viral load. However, it is advised against a mixed feed. Giving the baby other foods, especially solid foods, may irritate your baby's tummy and increase the risk of HIV infection. I am presented with both birth options. In general, you can plan for a vaginal delivery if the risk of transmission of HIV is low and there are no other reasons to need a cesarean delivery. And then she said that you can follow more of my journey on my YouTube channel, which she linked. And then she also said I'm also on Instagram. She did mention her Instagram handle. Hope this will help someone. Now, obviously, as you guys can hear with the story, she actually just detailed everything. I would say that is important. Just to summarize, she did tell us, like, when she got infected, she was in 2013. She continued having sex with her partner that infected her without a condom, and she fell pregnant and had to have the abortion. I did see that under the post there were some people that were not understanding that, like, oh, she continued to have sex with people without a condom. No, like, that was like the person that infected her, who is the guy that she slept with. Now, after that, obviously, she met her husband. Her husband is negative. She's been on her medication, which obviously is fine. She fell pregnant 3 months into her pregnancy. That was when she actually realized that the medication that she had been using for, like, what, 6 years, you know, was not effective anymore. And so they had to change her medication and give her, you know, a different combo, which it boosts your CD4 counts faster, and that is how, you know, everything stabilized, and, you know, she's continuing with her pregnancy right now. So she also did talk about, like, the breastfeeding, and she also spoke about the birthing options and what her child is going to have to get and everything. And I think that this is very important, because there are people that, as I've said you guys in another video, that I felt like there are people that were just looking at HIV like, oh, you know, it's just HIV, it's nothing. And I honestly do have to say that it's not just nothing. There are people that actually believe that, oh, if you're in ARVs, then you're fine, it's 100% safe. There are people that literally believe that if you're undetectable, then you are untransmittable, which obviously that has been proven that, okay, that is that. However, there is a chance that your medication can actually stop being effective, the same way that Nozi is actually saying this now, right? And there are many reasons why, like, you know, your medication can stop working, many reasons, and so that is why it's always advised that if you are HIV positive, whether if your partner is HIV positive or not, you need to constantly use protection. You need to wear condoms for the rest of your life, especially because even if your partner is positive, there's reinfection that actually occurs. It's just never ever advised. If you are HIV positive, you're on your medication, you are undetectable, you do not know at one point that the medication may stop being effective, and then you can infect your partner. And that's why it's very important that if you're HIV positive, just wear a condom 100% of the time, unless if you're maybe like trying to have a baby, and obviously both of you will have to go to the hospital and they will advise you on the steps that you actually need to take. And obviously your partner would also have to go on PrEP. The negative partner would have to go on PrEP, and so basically that is that. I think that is also just very important to also just note that like when you're HIV positive, the same way that, you know, Nozi found out after 3 months of pregnancy that the medication was not being effective, it's because she tested. It's because she tested. So if you're someone that is out there and you're HIV positive and you are pregnant and you know that you are undetectable, please just make sure that you do go in for your regular checkups, so that there's no chance that maybe the medication will stop working and you do not know, and you can, you know, increase the chances of passing this virus on to the baby. So I also do have to just say that I really honestly do how can I say this, like I honestly do like give Nozi a round of applause, that she's being very open with this, and she's actually just telling both sides, you know, the seriousness of the situation, that your meds may stop working, and that's not just based on pregnancy, that can happen even when you're not pregnant. And so I think that, you know, it's really nice to see someone that is living positively with HIV, that is not only just telling us about the good side, not to say the good side, but the positive side of, you know, like accepting and living your positive life, but also just, you know, detailing facts and things that obviously will be able to help someone. Because as I've said, I do feel like at this point we do have lack of information when it comes to HIV. Those campaigns that they used to do, they are not doing them anymore. And so since everything has now moved to social media, this is a cause that I'm honestly very passionate about. I feel like our younger generation just did not get the privilege that we got in the 90s, where, you know, we were being taught and we were being told about how serious this virus actually is. And so I am really honestly happy that obviously, you know, as a country, we are also moving towards a positive direction. We're no longer number one on the list, right? We're no longer number one. If I'm not too mistaken, we're number 4 in the world, which is still bad, but you know, it's better than us being number 1 at one point. You guys do remember that. So I think that, you know, it is very important that we do have people that are positive, that will obviously advocate for positive living for those that have found out that they're positive, but also like give valuable information to those that are not positive, so that we can also, like, you know, do your best to stay and remain negative. Now there is this other retweet that I actually saw somebody actually say when it comes to this. This person said, somebody said, I'm still stuck on continued having unprotected sex. You deliberately infected people. So obviously Nozi explained, as I had said. This person said PrEP is taken by people who are HIV negative and want to remain so. What do you mean by that? Moshelo say, as if there's anyone who choose to be positive. Somebody asked, what caused the ARVs you were using for 6 years to be no longer effective? Do you recall how you got it, you know, and how accessible is PrEP to an unemployed youth or adult in the ghetto? Is it for free, or you have to pay a certain amount? I think that if I just continued, you guys would actually understand that there is so much like there's so much that people do not know. And as I'm saying, is the disadvantage of the fact that if you're HIV negative and you talk about HIV, you mostly get shamed. It's not a lot of people that are bold enough to can sit here and talk about this topic on their channels or anywhere, but I'm doing it because I personally feel that there's so much education that still needs to be done. There's someone that is asking, like, if you're in the ghetto, you're unemployed, you know, can you be able to get this PrEP? Can you, or do you need to pay a certain amount? And we all know, not all, we would assume, but it's not everyone that knows. But obviously now, due to these videos that we do and everything, you get PrEP for free in the clinic. You know, you get PrEP for free. That is, it can be you know, pre-exposure, and you also do get pro, right? So if, let's say, you did sleep with someone, the condom breaks, you do not know the status of this person, you guys have not tested, which is a horrible idea. I would not advise. Most of the times, and this is to my young girls out there, most of the times men will not allow to test with you after. I don't know why men have such a huge problem with testing for HIV. So if you just want to be on the safe side, you make him test before you sleep with him. If he doesn't want to test, then you just don't sleep with him. Simple as that. And so, yeah, you know, so if maybe, let's say, just so happens that you slept with someone but you did not test, and the condom breaks, you can go to the clinic, any government clinic. You can go there. When you get there, the process is very simple, honestly, and it's not anything that is, like, you know, crazy. The first thing they will do is they will test you, obviously, to see if you're HIV positive, because if they give you PrEP and you're already positive, it defeats the whole purpose. You need to go on ARVs. So they are going to test you. Obviously, let's say it comes out negative, then they are going to give you PrEP. They will also give you an offer to say, do you also want the pro? Which, if you want the pro, I mean, the pre, you know, the one that that is like the one that you take a full course before you start, like maybe sleeping with someone without protection, stuff like that. They will ask you that if you want, and if you say yes, then they're gonna schedule you. You know, every month you're gonna go to the clinic and collect your medication, just like how somebody that is HIV positive goes and collects their ARVs. So that is all for free in public clinics. And so, yeah, guys, it's nothing, I feel like it's nothing that is embarrassing, it's nothing that is scary. You should make sure that obviously you protect yourself. The other part again that I also just wanted to comment on was the part where the person asked, like, oh, if you want to remain negative, is there anyone that would want to be positive? Yeah, there are people that literally want to be HIV positive in this world. They just really honestly do not care. And how I say this is that it's not about what you say with your mouth, it's what you do. Your actions will tell us if you know you just don't care or you want to be HIV positive. Because if you're going to just be meeting random strangers that you did not test with, sleep with them with no protection, what are you saying? Are you still going to sit and say, no, I don't want to be HIV positive? How? Because you know that, you know, obviously stranger danger. You get what I'm saying? So I think that it is very important that even when you say that I do not want this, it's not just about you saying it with your mouth. Your actions need to follow, which means that you do need to get checked out. You don't just sleep with anybody. You do test with people before you sleep with them. If the condom breaks, you make sure that you're getting on that PrEP. And yeah, you just protect yourself. But anyway, as I said, I really do you know, have to say that thank you to Nozi, and I'm really just so proud because I know that is something that is brave. She did get a lot of positivity. However, there were some people that I saw were just being a bit, you know, rude and mean and stuff. So putting yourself out there in that way, to be vulnerable in that way, I do honestly have to say that I do commend that. And so yeah, lastly, obviously, once again, I would like to say congratulations to her and her husband, you know, for their new bundle of joy. It's a boy that is actually coming. Anyway, I love you, ninjas. Please do stay blessed, and please do have your comments down below. What do you think we can do more to just put awareness out there and give more education? Because the fact that there's still a guy that is maybe like staying somewhere in the ghetto, as he describes it, that is asking, like, is this PrEP for free? Guys, there's not enough information out there. There's not enough information. And I think that, you know, knowledge is power, information is power. We'll put it out there, a lot of people will use it, and so I think that that's what we basically need to do. Anyway, ninjas, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you guys my next upload. Mwah. Bye, ninjas.